Nikolai Yuskevich couldn't make it, but I'm paying homage. It's Cold Keys.
What is up, defects? It's been a while, but it's time for some cold keys. The Butcher 105, Matt Forge tonight. Guy Forge is away. Nikolai, we don't know where he is at this point. Like Jay said, he borrowed the hat, the glasses. He's gonna try to bring the essence of Nikolai to this one. So we got some good books for you. The market is doing some interesting things right now, but before we get into all that, the Butcher 105, why don't you hit him with some sponsors?
First up, Express Comic Book Pressing, Erod 212, your presser's presser for all your cleaning and pressing needs. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. Next up, we got Mutant Beaver Comics, one of the world's largest online exclusive variant retailers, shipping worldwide, guys. That's right. Anywhere in the world, Mutant Beaver will ship to you. Defects 10 gets you 10% off. Tell Pat and the B-Man that Defects sent you.
There you go. There you go. So, we're going to talk about 4 books like usual. So, without further ado, let's just jump right into the books. The Butcher 105. You want to start us up?
First up, defects. For Cold Keys, we have Justice League number 31 from August of 2014, written by Jeff Johns, illustrated by Doug Mankey. The first full appearance of Jessica Cruz. October of 2020, it was confirmed she will appear in the Green Lantern series on HBO Max. Not only will she appear, but writers have said that Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz will play pivotal roles in this series. They talk about Jessica Cruz being the only Green Lantern to deal with fear her whole life. She has anxiety to leave her apartment. Guys, this could be a big one. Not only did the writers talk about Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz, they also said that they won't make the same mistakes that the Ryan Reynolds movie made. So, with no release date, no news in a while, let's bring up some prices, Matty Forge, for the first appearance of Jessica Cruz.
That was an awesome little intro there, Jay, by the way.
You like it, right? It's the hat.
I like that.
It's the hat. It's the hat.
Nikolai.
Guys, this book, modern book, you know we're pulling it up in a CGC 9.8. You see it right there. The 2019 average, $156. 2020, $222, trending up. The 12-month average, $252, trending up. The 90-day average drops back up, goes back up to $263. And the last 2 sales on this book, $225 and $193. That was both within the last week. And you could see, guys, it spiked up. You see it spike up in that, September, October range of 2020 where it hit its all-time high. Hit other highs, but then you see it trending down, guys. The highest this book has been was about $350 to $360 in April of 2021. And you could see it's trending back down with no release date and no news in a while. This book is heading back down. Here is your chance to grab it on a low. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think the theme, I said early on that, early on in this video that the market is doing some interesting things. And I think all the books that we have for you guys today are cooling, right? They're not necessarily, some of them are cold, but most I would say are definitely in that cooling range. They are on a downward trend. We're starting to see a little bit of a market correction, and this is definitely one of those books. You could see it sold for less than $200. So, I think all 4 of these books, and Jay, you correct me if I'm wrong, but I think all 4 of these books may even have a little bit more room to go down.
Next up, we went DC woman. Let's go Marvel woman. We got Vengeance, number 1 from September of 2011, written by Joe Casey, illustrated by Gabriel Delato. The first full appearance of America Chavez, aka Miss America. Guys, December of 2020, confirmed to be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Actor confirmed is Xochitl Gomez playing the part. Another book that cooled off, Maddie. Can we pull up a 9.8?
Yes, sir.
Guys, we're going to talk about the variant first, but first we're talk about the main cover. You could see right there, 2019 average of $284, the 2020 average of $431, the 12-month average shot up to $850, the 90-day average shot even further to $1,298, almost $1,300, and the last sale, July of 2021, back down to $1,225, guys. The last two sales listed, that $1,225, and we have $1,190. So you can see, guys, that all-time high there, $2,000. That was back in 2021. I'm not sure what month.
March.
Oh, March. It's okay. March of 2021, $2,000. We're talking almost over $800 drop from the last sale at $1,225 and $1,190, guys. Oh man, here we go. Matt, could we pull up that 1 in 15 variant?
Yep, because I think that's even more of a drop.
So here you go, guys. The 1 in 15 Mike Dodado variant. You could see up there the 2019 average $663, the 2020 average $1,098. The 12-month average jumped up to $2,773. The 90-day average at $3,470, and the last sale plummets back down at $1,620, guys. So the all-time high for this book, June 12th of 2021, $4,400. To the last sale of June 22nd, $1,620. That's a $2,780 drop, guys. This is one you might want to look out for. I don't see America Chavez going anywhere after Doctor Strange 2. Matt, what do you think?
Yeah, it's these books, like you said. I mean, I saw them for sale for over 2,000, back March, April, for the cover, and now you're seeing it closer to $1,000. So we see that this book has, what we do cold keys for. Okay, it's books that you can either make some money on by buying low and selling high, or getting them for your PC at a low point, because we don't know what the future is going to hold, but we have a feeling that these books are going to spike. We know that we're going to see this character probably in the in the Miss Marvel series. Right. And then definitely in the Doctor Strange movie. So, I mean, this 1,600 is a little strange here on GPA. Usually there's a number here. So I'd like to look a little bit closer at that. But either way, even if you take that out, you're still down from $4,400. Right. We're still down from that. This is another great pick. Not a book that you would think would be on Cold Keys, guys, but for a book that sold 2,000 and is now selling for 1,200, how can we not putting on the list of, like we said earlier, books that are cooling off? I think this one has a little bit farther to go down.
Cold Keys, hot Spanish women.
All right, guys, a little break in between. We're going to ask you, please, if you can, give us a thumbs up. You think we're doing a good job. Hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you know when we're putting out videos. And of course, throw a comment in the comment section. Tell us what you think. Use that on IG or social media. Use that hashtag cold. What do we call it? Defects cold keys or cold keys defects.
Defects cold keys. Yep.
Defects cold keys. Let us know what you think is a cold key that should be featured on this show, and maybe you'll be on here. Giveaway, 5K. It's not going to be this week. There's a live show, actually, right before this video comes out Thursday. We did a live show yesterday. So probably the next time we go live, that's when the giveaway is going to be. We're just waiting for a couple things to line up. We got to get Guy back. We want all three of us to be here, and we want to have a big announcement for you guys on top of the giveaway. So stay tuned. Get that notification bell. Pay attention to the defects. All right, here we go. I'm going to throw my 2 picks out there, and we're going to start off number 1 with Avengers Annual number 10, the first appearance of Rogue from 1981. Yes, guys, this book is starting again to cool off. I noticed a lot of X-Men keys are now cooling off since WandaVision ended. Okay, we know how crazy all the X-Men keys went during and just right after WandaVision. Okay, the next time you see us on Cold Keys, there's a lot of books that I wanted to pick that are just on the verge of being like really down, like 30% down. This is one of those ones that was going up, even before WandaVision, just kept going. Do we know Rogue's coming for sure? Absolutely not. Do we all assume she's coming? Absolutely. So there's some good data here. The data on different grades is a little all over the place, but the end of July and the very beginning of June, this book definitely took a turn down. So let's look at some data. Let me share my screen. Here we go. All right, so 9.8's a little bit rich for my blood, but let's look at that 9.6. 2019, 148. We're not worried about that. 2020, 217. 12-month average, now we're starting to get into the money. 390. The 90-day at 600. There's been 41 sales in the last 90 days. But look what August 2021 brought. The last sale of 480. I have not seen this book go down in price in a while. All right, let's look at this graph real quick. You could see this is what it did during May. You could see the months there in the bottom left-hand corner. From March to April to May to June, this book was just hot. It had an all-time high of $1,000 sale. All right, guys. And you could see it's coming back down. This is another one of those cooling off. I wouldn't call it completely cold yet, but you never know what happens. We could get a Rogue announcement in the next 2 weeks. But this is a book to keep an eye on. Let's dig a little deeper. Using GPA Analysis here, guys. Everybody always asks. This is gpaanalysis.com. All right, you can see the last couple sales. We're just trending down, right? We're off. You know, you could see in here where the mouse is in mid-July, we're in the 6s and 7s. End of July, we're in 480. 425 was the low here. Not the low for the year, but this, you know, for these last 2 months, we hit a 425 sale. 480, 550, and now marching back down. 495, 480. You know, it's testing a little bit of resistance, and then it's going back down. This book is on the way down. All right. You could look at some other grades, but it's really the end of July and August sales that matter. I'm not going to look at the 9.8 because that's kind of unfair, but you could even see here in the 9.2. Just taking a look at it quick, you could see the chart is starting to trend down. The 90-day was 315 and the last sale is 290. Not a book that I would have expected to be cooling off, but I think that's where we're at right now with this book. And next month, I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see sales of around $400. The Butch 105. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, we know Rogue is one of the top female X-Men. You got Storm, you got Rogue, you got Psylocke. You know, Mystique's more of a villain. These are heroes. Rogue is definitely coming. We know the X-Men is coming. We know her relationship with Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers. We know her relationship with Gambit. There's too much riding on Rogue for her not to come. Maddie, excellent pick. A character, not the best cover. Not gonna lie. It ain't going to be the best cover. I think if it was a better cover, that book would be even higher than it is, but definitely a major key that is cooling off.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the X-Men keys, and you know, I wanted to highlight we were going to highlight some raw books of X-Men keys, but it's a little hard to get the data like really refined in a short period of time. And we just got back from Terrificon, so we're still kind of gathering our wits about ourselves. So maybe next month we could start looking at some raw sales of X-Men keys because they are down, guys. Those Wolverine covers, there's some deals to be had out there. So, all right, I said the name earlier, and I'm going to say it again. Young Avengers #1, 2005. We all know what this is. Kate Bishop, Patriot, Iron Lad, Asgardian, Hulkling. We got the team appearance, those first appearances. This book is just chock full of appearances. We all know what this book is, all right? And yes, this book is cooling off as well. This is basically in the same line of Avengers #1. Not a book you would expect to see or hear on Cold Keys, but yes, this book is cooling off, and I'm going to show you the data. Here we go. So let's go right to the 9/8. I'm going to skip all the rest of this because none of this matters. Let's go right to the 90-day. 1,091 with 41 sales. Okay. Last sale, 990. All right. Well, those two numbers tell a little bit of the story, but not the whole story. You could see down here, the high was 1595, guys. I said it earlier. This book is definitely printed a good amount and definitely more than Avengers #1, which is why it didn't go to 2,000. But let's be honest. The Hawkeye series with Kate Bishop could push this book over this high of 1,500. I don't think that's really a question, right? Like, there's meat on the whole point of this, the Cold Keys, is to find meat on the bone, right? It's to find where can you make some money that maybe some other people aren't, or how do we get some PC books at a time where it's a good time to buy. So let's dig into this data a little bit more for the last couple sales and see what's up. So you can see just a steady decline since, that high back in, let's see when the high was. The high was back in May, it looks like. Yeah, the high was back in April. The end of April, we hit that 50. It sold between 1,000 and 1,595 that month. But you could see we're starting to really just touch like the 1,100 number, the 960. From that 1,200, 11, like there's some 1,200s in there, and then we are always under 1,100 since July started, since the middle of July, minus this 1,100. We are exclusively around $1,000, and it looks like we're breaking back below $1,000 now. So another book. Do not run out and buy this book when you hear us talking about it on Cold Keys. All the books on this list, I think minus probably the Jessica Cruz book, are books to keep an eye on and see what they do over the next 3 to 4 weeks. Because I guarantee we're going to see more thousands here, sub thousands. We may see a 900. We may see an 850. And when this book becomes relevant again, it may only take, we know Hawkeye is coming November, right, of this year, Jay, right around Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Okay. It may only take that show to bring this book to $1,500, $1,800, $2,000. So if I told you you could spend $900 today and in November sell for, double or even a little bit more than double, would you take that, Jay?
Oh, 100%. And like you said, the first team appearance, the Young Avengers, you got Kate Bishop, right? Confirmed. We got the Patriot. We already seen him. We have Iron Lad, who is a variant of Kang. We have the Asgardian. And we have Hulkling, guys.
Which they've talked about a little bit, right?
Yeah.
We know,
We talked about variants of Kang. That's established already. Patriot, we saw him, right? We saw him in Falcon Winter Soldier. Yep. And we got Kate Bishop coming. It's only a matter of time before. Yep, America.
She's on a different team, a different Young Avengers team. Yeah.
So it's only a matter of time. Marvel's going in a different direction. These characters that we originally had in the MCU were starting to fade away. We've seen it with Captain America. We've seen it with Iron Man. I'm sure we're going to see a couple characters in Guardian of the Galaxy fade. So they're bringing in fresh, young blood for younger viewers, guys. We're not telling you to go out and buy it. Like Matt said, keep an eye on it, though. It hits that 800 range, that 850. It might be time to scoop it up because we all know when we get the news, they spike up. Then it fades out a little bit with all different types of different news. And then when a trailer comes out, shoots right back up. It's the Agatha effect.
Guys, that wraps up Cold Keys. Like I said earlier, these are books to be watching. This is like a market watch episode of Cold Keys. These are books that are marching down. Keep an eye out. Use your head. Don't run and buy these books. They're not there. They're almost there. It could be the next. You could be the next sale. You could be that next 10% drop. So look for deals, guys. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Stay tuned. Giveaway, live shows. We got a lot coming. We got 2 cons coming up: New Hampshire and then King Con in September. It's going to be a busy couple months for the defects, but we're back on track. And next time you see Cold Keys, Nick and I will be back. So, Pressable Defects. Catch you on the next one.